Missing a council tax payment can feel instantly serious. For many people, it triggers the same anxiety as missing rent or a mortgage payment. That's because council tax feels different. It's linked to your home, your local authority, and official letters that don't explain much. So in this video, we're going to walk through what really happens in the UK when you miss a council tax payment, calmly and step by step. No scare stories, no worst-case assumptions, just what the council does, what it doesn't do, how long each stage usually takes, and what actually matters most. Because missing a payment is common, and the fear around it is usually far worse than the reality. Let's start at the beginning. You miss a council tax payment. That might be because a direct debit fails, there isn't enough money in the account, you changed banks, or you simply forgot. At this stage, nothing dramatic happens. There's no alarm, no human immediately checking your account, and no action taken against you. Let's start at the beginning. You miss a council tax payment. That might be because a direct debit fails, there isn't enough money in the account, you changed banks, or you simply forgot. At this stage, nothing dramatic happens. There's no alarm, no human immediately checking your account, and no action taken against you. Council tax systems are automated. When a payment is missed, the system simply records that the installment wasn't received. No penalty is added, no enforcement starts, and no one is judging you. This part is important because many people panic far too early. Missing one payment does not mean you are suddenly in serious trouble. Most people pay council tax by installments, usually over 10 or 12 months. When you agree to installments, you're agreeing to a payment schedule. Missing one installment doesn't cancel that agreement straight away, but it does trigger the next step in the process, which is usually a reminder notice. If a payment isn't made, most councils will send a reminder letter. This usually arrives around 7 to 14 days after the missed payment. The letter explains that an installment has been missed, states the amount due, and gives you a deadline to bring the account up to date. At this stage, no court action has started, no extra fees have been added, and your installment plan is usually still in place. The reminder is simply a nudge, and this is where most cases end, because once the missed payment is made, the account usually carries on as normal. If you paid the missed installment within the time given on the reminder, that's usually the end of it. The council doesn't punish you, they don't shorten your installments or flag your account. Life simply moves on. This is why it's important not to panic early. At this point, the system is designed to be forgiving. If the reminder is ignored and the payment still isn't made, the council may issue a final notice. This is often the point where people become anxious. The notice usually states that your right to pay by installments has been withdrawn and that the full balance for the year is now due. This sounds extreme, but it's important to understand what it really means. It doesn't mean bailiffs are coming. It doesn't mean court has already happened. It means the council is following a set legal process. Installments are a concession, and if payments fail without contact, the system moves forward automatically. Even after a final notice, things are often still fixable. Court action has not yet started. This is still a key moment to contact the council, explain what's happened, and ask about a payment plan. Many councils will still agree to arrangements at this stage, especially if you engage. If the balance remains unpaid and there's no contact, the council may apply for a liability order. This begins with a summons letter. This is usually the point where fear sets in, because the letter mentions magistrate's court, a hearing date, and additional costs being added. Council tax court hearings are widely misunderstood. They are not criminal trials, they are not about guilt or blame. They are administrative hearings where the court is asked to confirm that the tax was correctly billed, remains unpaid, and can legally be recovered. Hundreds of cases are often listed together. Most people don't attend. Hearings are very brief. You do not receive a criminal record, and this does not directly affect your credit file. The process feels intimidating, but it is procedural rather than personal. When a summons is issued, costs are added. These usually include summons costs and liability order costs, which vary by council. This is why the amount owed can suddenly look much higher. It's not interest and it's not a fine, it's administrative and court-related costs. If granted, the liability order gives the council legal powers to recover the debt. This sounds serious, and it is, but it doesn't mean immediate enforcement. It means the council now has options. and in most cases, they still prefer repayment plans over stronger action. After a liability order, the council will usually contact you again. They may ask for financial information and propose a way to recover the debt. This is another important opportunity to engage. At this stage, many councils choose attachments of earnings or benefit deductions because they are predictable and controlled. If you're employed, the council may apply for an attachment of earnings. This means a fixed percentage is taken directly from your wages. The amount is regulated and depends on your income. It's not random, and it's capped. For many people, this is preferable to enforcement agents. If you receive certain benefits, deductions may be taken directly. Again, the amounts are fixed and predictable. This stage can feel intrusive, but it is structured and often prevents the situation from escalating further. Enforcement agents, often called bailiffs, are not the first step. They are not automatic, and most council tax cases never reach this stage. Councils usually turn to enforcement only when other recovery methods fail or there has been no engagement. Even then, enforcement agents must follow strict rules. They cannot force entry on a first visit for council tax. They cannot break down your door, and they cannot take essential household items. Much of the fear around this stage comes from misinformation rather than reality. The biggest mistake people make isn't missing a payment. It's ignoring communication. Every stage of the process has off-ramps. The earlier you engage, the more options you have. Silence removes choice and increases cost. If you've missed a council tax payment, don't panic. Check your account, contact the council, explain what's happened. Councils deal with missed payments every day. You are not unusual, and you are not alone. If money is tight, ask about payment plans, council tax reduction schemes or exemptions. Many people qualify for help without realizing it. Applying earlier makes a difference and can prevent the situation from escalating. Missing a council tax payment doesn't make you irresponsible. It doesn't make you a problem, and it doesn't put you in immediate danger. What matters is what you do next. Engage early, ask questions, and don't let fear fill the gaps where information should be. If you're watching this because you've missed a council tax payment, please know you're not alone. This happens to far more people than you might think, and it doesn't define you or your situation. Nothing terrible happens straight away, and there is time to sort things out calmly. As long as you engage and ask for help when you need it, there are options. Take it one step at a time. This is manageable.